Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Good morning. Once again, we are on the woke up, didn't record yesterday, so here I am today, life cycle. I'm back. Maybe today will be the day that I get out of debt. I was gonna do it yesterday, but then the Wild Frost run was like an hour and 10 minutes, and I didn't feel like doing anything else. That's not try record, it's slice and dice, but you know. It's fine. I'm mostly just concerned that eventually my power is going to go out and I'm not going to be able to record in the morning and then I'll miss a day. But until that happens, I will refuse to learn my lesson. Shall we? Another day in the Exile Awoken Minds. I don't mind. I really don't mind. It's fine with me. If they want to artificially inflate my win streak, I will take it. Let's run it. I got 4 hours before this video is due to go up. It'll be fine, don't worry. I got a drink. I got that's it. I got a drink. Let's go. It's Exile Awoken, Exile Melting. We have Rage, Curse, Sap, Restoration, Detonation, Purifying, Cleanse, Edge, Prior. I don't know, with Exile Awoken, or Exile Melting, maybe we can do something cool, but I'm not here to do anything too crazy. I'll take wing clippings. I think sometimes it's kind of bad, but eh. Like, I'll play Strangler, and it's fine. I want to look for, and we can play the Horde. Gain 5 when a friendly unit dies. Deal 5. I guess I'll take Forever Flame. This isn't too good, though. I'll do it. We can look for some sort of reform plan, but the biggest thing that I'm trying to work on, I don't think I can pick this trial. We have to recognize when there is not room for hilarity. We need to play bottom floor here, by the way. I'm gonna aim like this, because we're just gonna reform our boy. This is not a run that I think has a whole lot of room for excitement, shall we say. And as a result, or rather, not like that. What I should say is, in a lot of cases, this run will not have anything happen, right? Like, if I don't see pieces for this reform idea, I'm not going to play the reform idea. It's very simple. I just cannot formulate coherent thought. We need to play, it doesn't matter where we play this guy, I need to play 2 root seeds, because I only have 1 primitive mold guaranteed next turn. And I might just hit Train Steward and die. Haha. Hilarious. Hilarious. Okay. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I played like this, and I made my error by playing the Train Steward. I greeted. It was a measured choice. I decided I would go for the money, and I knew what it could entail. But I have to draw another reform. And then this guy, Mr. Inquisitor, is re-gone. Only exactly dead, actually. Only just barely. But hey, 5 damage is the price we pay for $50. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Razor Sharp Edge. No surprise, I'm sure. Like here, if they don't want to show me pieces to play a build based around reforming Wendy Boy, I don't have to. We can play Molten Encasement, we can stealth up our boy, and we can be done. I feel like we've been playing this a lot lately, but I'm not here to complain. I'm pretty sure, yeah, with Endless, I think this run is now settled. This is the Monster Train problem that I have spoken on before and will speak on again. Do you want to play Wickless Baron? I don't think there's a reason to. I want to test this theory. But I believe Monster Train suffers from this problem. Your run is, at least for a content reasoning, I think it suffers from this problem. Your run at this point is fairly decided. And there's not a whole lot in the back half of Monster Train to do. I feel. Like, I have my game plan, and now what do? Well, I just make sure that I don't miss anything super obvious. But I would say, with Endless Tomb and Strangler Wendleton and Razor Sharp Edge, we are probably like 95% to win this run or something like that. I don't know. A big part of doing content is just making up numbers. 95%? Yeah, sure. I think it's very, very likely, but not 100% guaranteed that I will finish this run with a victory. And it's something that I've really come to appreciate from Wildfrost in retrospect here. Man, it's so sick that I just play these Wildfrost runs and I keep having to think. But it sounds like I'm ragging on Monster Train. I'm not. This game's good. Don't get it twisted. But it's just one of the pitfalls of the way the game is designed, for sure. What's in here? Train Steward? Yeah. It doesn't really matter. We just want to get a little bit of extra damage snuck in here, because I'm not, like, guaranteed this victory. Yeah, this round victory, I should say. I can get 5 damage from this. I can get a Root Seeds in. Yeah, and I will take a little bit here, but that's okay. It's because of the spikes, and I bottom decked my tomb. Nothing you can do about that, sadly. Sting, Sharpen, Vinegrass. I don't know. I think it's always... You're never going to skip here, because at the worst you'll pick Sting. Sharpen is, like, not very good, so I'll take Sting. I don't need Vinegrass, because I kill backline enemies anyway. Let's take another Molten Encasement. And yeah, nothing in the early game is really going to threaten to kill me, and then my mid and late game are just removing cards so that the draw I just had doesn't happen. However, into Sap Seraph and Curse Fell, I need to be aware that my damage scaling is going to be kind of low, and I need to be ready for that. There's no unit upgrades I want, and there's no units I want, so we're just going to go left. I'm going to pick up the health. Ah, Waxer Snuffer. Ah, yeah. Very cool. Dreamstone, Truestone. Let me go scroll a little bit. Okay. I think in this temple I will make the Giga Tomb. Ember Stasis. I don't get a lot for this. It's a weird pickup because it's basically 3 one-time bombs that cost your turn and then nothing. It's only really good on Curse Seraph because Curse Seraph actually puts blights in your deck. But I'm only really losing in Relentless in this run. I'm gonna skip this. It's a strange choice though. Okay, this is all good with me. It will be 40 in the next ring. And then there's 50, 65, 75. I need to pick up 25 more pack shards. We have 25 that are unaccounted for. And yeah, in fights like this where Talos is gonna, or where I can just play bottom floor, I should. Because I can reform my Wendy Boy if things go awry. But you'll notice here, not a whole lot to play. And the long term of this run is to clear out a lot of garbage. Oh, it's Slay. I need this deck to be a lot better at playing attack increases than it is right now. I'll be carried by my stealth for a while though, because it doesn't really matter what I do when I have 12 stealth and the enemies can't leave the floor. You can see it's very slow to scale here. I don't think I care. 30 times 15 is probably... Oh, it's not enough. Wow. There you go. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Without Waxer Snuffer, I wouldn't have been killed because I would have just followed Talos up and I wouldn't have filled my floors with garbage. But we have a clear problem. If we see Predator, it'll look a little bit better. Do I have anything for Adaptive Mutation? I don't think so. It is like a one-time boost of plus 20 for our boy, but losing that health is kind of scary. Yeah, with no way to increase my health, if I take this, I'm just gonna die. You could pick up Awoken's Rail Spike, it's usually fine. I'm gonna skip. Shadow Shell, Husk Hermit, and Miss of Speed, I'm okay. And we'll go draw first, because I already have an energy relic, so my energy problems aren't that big. Ah, excellent. Yes, I would love Broken Wheel here, as I believe I tested this not too long ago and showed it off. Endless units do not die permanently from Broken Wheel. So I can just clean out 5 cards for free. and I do not need anything else. But the big goal here is just to get this deck down to only attack increases and probably pick up a second Razor Sharp. And maybe even a third, but for now we'll go grab a second. I need to pick up some way to save my health bar though. That's probably my biggest problem. I only have 30 health on the Wendell boy, on our champion here, and it's a little concerning to only have 30 health. Predator? Cool. Because Predator 2 is worth it because we get multi-strike at the next upgrade. It is literally doubling our damage output, which is very, very good. Yeah, we can take armor. The only thing that can happen here is the floor can overflow, but I want to pick up some money. I need a little bit. And we'll see. I want to take this time to... I want to take the time in this run to make sure that I take an active role in paying attention to what happens here. And by that I mean I want to look and see if I notice not having energy. Because I feel like very often I would just pick based on what I'm supposed to do, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So here's a turn where I should have played, where I would have liked to have extra energy, for example. Also, super, super important for this run to go find Burnout 1 for Molten Encasement. Although I guess actually not that important. This turn doesn't matter. Yeah, actually not that important for Burnout 1, because on the bosses where it matters, things will probably be hitting. Just of note. This turn I didn't need it. And my theory, which appears to have been correct, is that I won't need plus energy because this deck is so full of garbage right now. And because my Molten Encasement is free. If my Molten Encasement wasn't free, I would have picked energy. But let us see here. And now that I've purged 5 cards, maybe I will want to have taken energy. It'll be worth tracking, because I feel like how it would go before, I should pick up Crushing Demise. Definitely. And I'm looking out for resin removal, but how it would go before is I would just do something based on what I feel is right, and I wouldn't pay attention to if it actually was right. And then people in the comments section would go, well, actually, this was wrong, and they would write me a long comment that I would read, and I would dig my heels in and go, no, I was right, and feel like I have to double, triple, quadruple down. I'm beyond that. Okay. I'm just looking for Burnout 1, and it's fine if I have to. I don't care how many shops I have to go to get it, because the only thing I'm missing out on is magic shops to like -1 Razor Sharp Edge. There's nothing really for me there. I'm going to drop a little money for Burnout. We can go Purifying Cleanse 1. It's a way to kill if I'm scaling too fast. Okay, okay. I mean, we're 18 cards already. I'm feeling pretty strongly. This isn't Sycophant Self-Made Harpy, and Self-Made Harpy shouldn't be able to threaten me very much. I just really need a way to kill this tomb consistently. First 2 deaths are handled. I could play Razor Sharp Edge. If you're curious about this interaction here real quick, I'll explain it. What Razor Sharp Edge does, and this is actually a very long card to talk about. It looks pretty simple, but the Monster Train developers have a fairly active Discord, and sometimes, no shade, sometimes people in the Discord, they got a little pedantic, I suppose, is the best way to put it, the nicest way to put it. And what they would do is every patch for the first few times that the game came out, someone would complain about the wording of Razor Sharp Edge, because this -2 heart symbol has both changed what it did and changed what it meant a lot of times. I think it's like 2 or 3, but Basically, originally the card just took away max health, and then it took away... No, I think originally it took away max health and current health, then it only took away max health, and then it took away both. Again. It changed multiple times because people just kept on saying it was confusingly worded, which, I don't know. For me, what it made me realize is that I learn games very differently than some people. And by that I mean I never even read or paid attention to it. I never even cared about the actually. I just went, so when I do this, it does this. But anyway, you can use this to kill things because it is taking HP away. However, since it's taking away max HP, a unit can't go below 1 max HP, so Molten Encasement will come back at 1 max HP. However, interestingly, the game does track negative, I believe. It's been a while since I've seen this, so maybe it's changed. But the game does track negative, so if I were to give this unit plus 4 HP, for example, he's actually currently at -1, so he would only go to 3 instead of 5. Just an interesting little interaction, and someone in the comments can maybe clarify a little better how it actually works, because it's been a long time, but that's how I think it works. I am happy to take Subsuming Blade here. There's not a whole lot of cards in this deck, and I'd love a way to kill my tomb. Sure, I don't mind taking the Broken Wheel or Immortality Potion, it's fine. Maybe I'll Elevator Seraph or something. I don't think I need another Razor Sharp Edge right now. I can pick it up here and we can play 3. I'm gonna run out of health is the problem. I really, really need a card that increases my health. The problem is, as we spoke on earlier, basically that card doesn't exist. We've already seen pretty much every card that could have done something like that for me, so there is an upper bound to how many times I can cast Razor Sharp Edge before I am killed. But with some healing to help me along, I might be alright. I could have maybe tried to pivot back, but playing Burnout and then extending it doesn't seem right. I don't know, I guess it doesn't matter too much. I'm probably just chilling on this. And we'll go Fel. I want to play bottom floor against Fel. I don't need to spend any... I don't have to spend my money. Another one that I was really very sure about back in the day is I was sure I had to spend all my money every fight or every run. And sometimes you spend all your money and then, you know, well, what am I going to spend it on? I guess I'll just remove cards. Oh geez, I have no cards now. Like, there's no reason to remove stuff from here. My tomb picked up Burnout 1 in the last ring, by the way, so now this thing dies every turn. I could probably drop Subsuming Blade. Subsuming Blade was a cover in case I didn't pick up a way to kill my tomb every turn through Burnout 1, which I have done. And I'll probably pick up Energy, because at the end of the run, I want to be playing 5 Root Seeds per turn. That's the ideal. And that's going to be a lot more viable with Energy. Because even though I'm putting up a ton of stealth now, like an absolute load of stealth here, I have a little bit of trouble in Sap Seraph since I'm slow scaling damage and Sap Seraph is going to body me. Any other Seraph, actually I think Diligent Seraph would be a little different, but to be fair, I would build my deck differently into Diligent Seraph. Ultimately, you put up 42 stealth, and life is pretty free. I can just kind of pummel Fel into the submission here. Just keep punching. Oh, this works. Wickless Recruitment. Remove all burnout and debuff effects from a unit. Excellent. Exactly what I want. Although... Nah, but... Formless Child, dude. You drop Formless Child, you kill Wendy Boy, you get a plus 40 on him? I don't think that's right, but it's funny to think about. Now remember here I'm at 70, I'm at 80, so I need to pick up 20. Sure. I can ditch Subsuming Blade. I think I'm probably gonna ditch Crushing Demise, actually. I don't think I need it that much. I haven't cast it yet. It's only going to be for the mini bosses, but they're not that scary. We pick up multi-strike. Oh, I could pick Extreme Stone actually, it would have been fine. We go plus 15, we go plus 10. And then I'm just going to look for -1/-1 on Razor Sharp. We don't want to hold over here. It's kind of a waste of money, I believe. Double stack, in case you're curious, I will talk for a moment about double stack. Its status effects applied are doubled. So even though this has numbers on it that could be doubled, you cannot double stack Razor Sharp Edge. One of the big things about, I feel fine comparing this to Wild Frost these days because it's a very obvious comparison to make. One of the obvious differences is that I'm gonna cut one root seeds here. But it's very clear that Wild Frost is a lot more down to let you do crazy cool shit. Monster Train puts those guardrails in to say like, yeah, no plus 20 -4s. Don't do that shit. Wild Frost will let it go. And they'll let it rock. And you can just go crazy with it and kill yourself if you want. It's an interesting little, is it really worth it sort of question. From a design standpoint, is it fine that Wild Frost will just let you blow yourself away like that? I think it is. I don't really mind it. I think it leads to a lot more fun, interesting runs, but it did also net Wild Frost a negative review on start because so many people were confused and killing themselves a lot. So, there's some good and some bad. For sure. I have healing in place for Restoration Detonation. There's an amount of health I can't afford to lose. Because of the spikes enemies on the final boss, this is a fight that's also kind of threatening, because I can just randomly die here to explosion damage. And so I'm going to want to probably stop playing Razor Sharp somewhere around now, actually. 16 is probably the cap on health I'm willing to go down. Oh, and this is where I should have had Adaptive Mutation. Because if I have Adaptive Mutation here, I could just midway through swap my attack and health to give myself enough health to keep scaling. I wonder if that would have ended up being worthy. Maybe. No, it's too late now. I am pretty much drawing the whole deck. I'm 13 cards, I'm drawing 9 per turn. It seems about right. But you can see I'm almost dying to blowback damage here, which is a clear issue that we will hopefully be able to fix. There are relics that'll do it too. Even just like 5 more health is enough for me to feel safe on this run. There is a relic that gives +5 health. But when I have 35 stealth, 39 stealth, getting to like 100 times 2 is good enough. It's just hard to stop myself from continuing to gain the value. Oh, also, here's another Razor Sharp Edge interaction. You can use it to kill an enemy. Like so, and it'll kill through armor since it's only doing health. Just worthwhile to showcase. Doesn't hurt, does it? Alright. I'm most concerned about the spikes wave on the Divinity. Again, resin removal is the god card here. Resin removal is life. I don't really want to pick up Ensnare, although I can use it to split the spikes, which is worthy. Oh wait, if my guy dies, I have Endless, and I have Roots, and I go first. So the only thing I lose if he dies randomly is Stealth, so it's not even that bad. What is this? Divine Artifact for Sarah? It's like, what, you start at 50? Eh. I have Burnout and Debuff Removal, so it's fine. I don't need removals, so I will go to the right for sure. I don't need another Razor Sharp Edge now. Melting Spout would have been kind of cool, but... So the problem with Melting Spout is because I already put Burnout 1 on my unit, if I take it he goes to Burnout 2 and then he doesn't die every turn. Especially with the +30 health, he doesn't die every turn. Let's see our artifact. Uh, sure. Whatever. Not really all that interesting. Go -1 root seeds. Let me go fish through the trinket shop. I don't want any of these. Okay, we did not pick up any health or any healing related artifacts, unfortunately. I call it an artifact? Relic is what I meant to say. I only really need 1 restoration detonation per turn. Well, we have, what? 4, 8, 12, 14 cards in the deck? 13. This goes... We're on 12. If I can get down to 10... I think double Razor Sharp is actually not necessary at this point. Is there anything in the magic shop I could ever want? There's -1s, but my deck is already effectively free. What the hell? Did you hear that? I don't think you did. I think my microphone doesn't pick up ambient noises like that. Anyway, that was a very loud helicopter flying overhead. Very strange. I'm gonna ditch and snare. I actually shouldn't have taken... Oh no, I should keep it. I should keep it. The goal here is to get to 10 cards. And I think I'm at 11 right now. No, this is 10. If I cut this restoration detonation. So the deck is now 4, 8, 12. But you play these 2 out. Oh, but this is a... I draw this every turn. My fault, my fault. Okay, so I'm at 11. I should have kept the Razor Sharp, or the Restoration Detonation, I mean. But I think it shouldn't ever happen. I could duplicate it back. I don't really want anything here, though. Alright. Alright. Let's run it. I think I have done... The only thing I could have picked up that I missed was Adaptive Mutation to gain health instead of attack. In my mind, Adaptive Mutation is a card that you use to give yourself a bunch of extra health. In this run, it would have been a card to use to... Or not to give yourself a bunch of extra health, sorry. It's going to be used to give me health in this run. Normally, you use it to just turn temporary buff attack into permanent health. But we play these 3 cards, plus Ensnare. And now I should draw my whole deck every turn. Well, not quite. I'll miss 1 card per turn. My fear is that there can come a time where I miss Restoration Detonation and need it, but I have doubts that it'll be an issue. So it just takes a second to parse. Because bottom decking 1 card means that I can miss something important occasionally. It only really matters on the Divinity, I feel. There could be a timing, but this is not really a game of guarantees. You don't play Monster Train to hit every time. You just do your best, is, I think, the best way to put it. You give yourself your best odds. Wild Frost is a game where you can give yourself a guarantee. But in this game, it's not quite the same. Thankfully, because the enemies are always stuck on the floor, I am looking pretty sharp here. I think around 18 is where I will stop scaling. I don't need to go any higher. Well, sorry, I'll stop playing Razor Sharp Edge around 18 HP. Is what I mean to say. Not that I think the sap was really that big of an issue. In retrospect, I probably could have gone without the Wickless recruitment, but it's hard to see, and it's good to have this angle covered. Mostly I was worried about just getting set so low that I lost in Relentless, but I mean, come on. Look at this dude, he's at 56 stealth. The only thing I die to here is spikes. I guess blowback damage as well, but blowback damage is pretty heavily mitigated, and there's not a lot of it. Since I have healing, I should never die to just random damage picking me off. I have the healing box checked. Yeah, like, this guy doesn't even hurt me. Good draw. Yeah, I eat a 10 here, it's not a big deal. I'm gonna need another 10, but that's okay. Because now I go, and you'll see, Razor Sharp Edge takes you to 18 out of 28 now, as I was talking about earlier. I should just heal, because what if something weird happens, right? You never know. And now I'm invisible. There is no way, other than, like, front unit untargeted damage to hit through stealth for the enemies. However, we can actually hit through stealth on Stealth Boss. It is not an issue, which is interesting to note. Do you see why I'm confused here? Oh, that's right. I see it. It's because, so I was confused as to why this one died. He goes first. My Molten Encasement goes first because of the quick. That is how it works. And I want to split you off. -4. Yeah, this is where it could have been scary. There's a lot of errant damage in this fight. Can you? You can. You can clear root off of the enemies if you like. Yeah, so if this enemy walks up with this wave, it deals it would do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It would do 21 to me. Now it'll only do, actually it'll do a bit still, because these guys are still alive. Oh, shit. You know what? I can just keep this Spikes unit here forever. Not quite forever, but for most of the run. Until I have caught up. How about? This guy is the problem, this Dark Wings. Because he's giving armor to the whole floor. Oh shit, another Spikes wave. I didn't know that could happen. Suspicious. Well, I'm gonna stay around 22 here. Because the maximum damage... Well, actually, if there's 7 units on the floor plus the Divinity, you can take 24 from a Spikes hit. There will be 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll take 21 here, I'm pretty sure, from the Spikes. Pretty sure 22 is the number we stay at. Could just start Razor Sharping this Conduit Redirector to try and kill it. I mean, its attack doesn't matter, so I could just do it. And now I should see 21 here. Let's see if I'm correct. 6. Really? I'm gonna watch this in slow motion. I think I know what happens here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. I think I know what happens here, but I want to see it in slow motion so that I can actually watch. Let me go down to 1x. I think what happens here is this is a case where even though Sweep says it attacks all enemy units, and you would think it goes at once, it's actually hitting them front to back. So this Redirector is dying second, and then the Spikes is falling off, even though the attack is going to look like it plays all at once. Honestly, hard to see even with that. Even on 1x speed, I did not really know what I just looked at. So you know what? I am going to move on. I think I understand, and I think I know what just happened, but I'm not actually sure. What I do know is I have killed the other one, and I can probably afford to go up to 120 times, or 129 times 2. That means that I one-shot the 240 there. I don't know, it's very strange. Monster Train has a whole bunch of interactions that I just don't know anymore. I used to know them all, but hard to keep up, isn't it? Just a little. Well, anyway, I think that should be another dub for the boy. 11 damage? Where do you take 11 from? Oh, it's this guy. A run that I think is very losable when you disrespect the game, like I often do. You have to recognize that you're not immortal. Wendleton dies to spikes damage to blowback damage. 30 HP is really not a lot. And so you give the game a little bit of respect and then you take it home. Oh, wow. New personal record for Rooted Applied. What do you know? I didn't I didn't expect to hit any new PBs. That didn't feel like a new personal record, did it? No, I don't feel like I did anything crazy there. But anyway, let me find you the seed if you wish to play it yourself. Hydrogen Scholar Rider. That's me. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.